Hey guys, how's it going? Today we've got another fun comparison video lined up. We are going to compare 3 cheap Stratocasters. So each one of these instruments is below the Made in Mexico price tier. They're all made by Squire. The first one is sort of a starter pack Squire guitar. The second is one from the Affinity series. And then the final Squire is the Classic Vibe series. So it'll be interesting to see how these guitars sound up against each other. And I think what we'll do in terms of format is we're just going to play a few riffs, one for each pickup position, and then we're going to hear these guitars with a backing track, because I think it is important to see how these instruments sit with other instruments in a mix. And of course, that one there, the Affinity, has a humbucker in the bridge, so I think it'll also be interesting to see how that compares to the single coils in the other guitars. And then finally, we're just going to hear some chord progressions with just a really clean, pristine sound. So hopefully the character of the instruments come through in that comparison. But before we do that, let's just take a quick look at the guitars. Okay, so let's look at the first Squire. This instrument was bundled with an amp and a cable and a tuner and a strap and all that. I think for around $200 for that starter pack. And Squire sort of bills it as their practice guitar or their student guitar. So we'll have a listen to that. I think a few things that I noticed right off the bat with this is the neck is really, really good. The fretwork is excellent. There's no tall frets. There's no fret sprout out the sides or anything like that. So I was really impressed with the neck on this one. The hardware does seem fairly low end. And I think if there's one thing that was maybe slightly negative about this guitar is the tuning pegs. Some of them have a lot of play. Some of them don't have any play. Some of them you barely turn it and the string goes way high. So tuning is probably a little bit of an issue with this guitar. And there's a lot of finish checking and stuff as well. Although this is an older instrument. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it sounds like. Let's take a look at the second guitar. Okay, here's the second guitar. This one's an Affinity series Strat, and there you can see the humbucker in the back. The first thing you notice is the pickups are different. They're staggered pull, and they look like sort of machined pulls with circles on them. The saddles look better. All the hardware looks a little better. The tuners have been upgraded as well on this one. It's got the larger headstock, whether you love or hate it. And again, the neck is excellent. So both of these sort of lower to mid-range Squires have really great necks, which I was very impressed with. So yeah, other than that, the Affinity series does have a narrower body. I don't know. The basic Strat from the starter pack has a full-size body, so does the Classic Vibe. The Affinity is a little thinner. It feels really good to play and how it sits on your body. But we'll see if that sort of affects the tone at all. All right, let's look at the Classic Vibe. Okay, so the final guitar we're going to compare is this Classic Vibe 60s Stratocaster. Beautiful instrument. For the extra money, you get top-notch hardware. You get bent steel saddles, those vintage saddles. The knobs and the switches feel better. The tuning pegs are my favorite. They're the vintage split head sort of F-style tuners, so you don't have any string nubbies to poke your fingers or to tear up your case. The neck is superb. If the first two Squires necks felt good, this one feels excellent. Really, really nice. This one's made in China as well. And of course you get a translucent finish, so you can see the alder. I'm not sure if that'll show up, but the wood grain is beautiful on this instrument. So aesthetically, awesome to look at, awesome to play on, just feels really, really nice. And the pickups in this, I believe, are Alnico 3s, and they have staggered pulls as well. So without any further ado, let's get to the playing comparison. All right, so now let's take a listen to these instruments in a mix. I recorded sort of a quick and dirty blues jam, so we'll take a listen to that and see how the instruments fare. So now let's listen to these instruments with a chord progression. So we're going to play the same chord progression on each instrument in each pickup position. All right, so thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you found the video helpful and informative. I appreciate everybody who's been subscribing and sharing the videos. Yeah, it's been great. So stay tuned to the channel. We'll keep updating it with more guitar-related videos. All right, take care.